All right, let's go back and look at those questions. Hey Sean. You know anybody go to Thunder Beach? I don't know what Thunder Beach even is. How's it going? It's going good. KS Esco. Best first Harley bike. It depends who you are. Do you floor all your inventory? If so, are you afraid you might not sell everything? Independent dealers here no, I don't floor plan anything. Floor planning is I think floor planning is a dangerous way to go. It's complicated. It's very time consuming. You almost need to hire a whole person just to deal with it. Do whatever you can to avoid floor planning. What's the fair price on 01 Road King 60,000 miles? Off the top of my head, maybe like 65 grand. Hello from Palmyra. I know Palmyra. What's up, Omar? Have you done an Indian Roadmaster test? I've not had a chance to. You know the engine life of a Honda CBR 250R. I would think it would go pretty far as a 250R. Should last a long time. What's the best insurance for a motorcycle? Insurance company? Or just I normally just go with liability. But insurance company, I don't really know. I'm a dealer, so I just have I don't really shop around anymore for insurance. Everyone's okay in the accident. Curious, my son bought a Harley street rod. Is there much difference between that and the regular? The street rod was a little cooler looking and just styled a little bit better. Other than that, I don't know if it was that much difference, but it was cooler, better looking. More sport bike tires on it too. How's your eye doing? Eyes are doing great. Recommend the surgery? Yes, I think my eyes are doing great. I got LASIK maybe 6 weeks ago. I don't know. And they're doing great. And now I see like 100% all the time. They are dry in the morning. They're a little dry at night. But when they get dry, I'm like, all right, time for bed. I can put eye drops in them too. So that's great. I think I would recommend it. I mean, I didn't really do any research. I don't know about the risk or anything. I just kind of jumped into it. If I'd watched a video before I did it, I probably would have freaked out and didn't do it because it was kind of gross what they do. But it was super cool. Let's go back. Naked Sport Bike, FC07 all the way. Voyager and I love the Voyagers and Vaqueros. They're great for older adults because they're lighter and they handle really well. I would love to get an FC10. FC10, I've not got one yet, but I'd love to ride one. Do you offer leasing, and if not, how difficult is financing? By the way, I love your voicemails. Finance is not that difficult. How do you make such a large inventory? I'm only at 3 bikes, ATM. I've got my inventory. One, I started small, and you grow and grow and grow, and you don't pay yourself very much. But mainly, instead of doing floor plan, I got an investor to help out. That's the simple solution. If Harley keeps declining, I don't think Harley's gonna go belly up. I think they might just get smaller and get more niche. But Harley's actually a pretty financially conservative company, and I think they're gonna be all right. I think they have to change, but I think they are changing, and they've got the money to change. And waiting on you guys to getting a Vaquero. Okay, cool. What company SRK used for financing? Looking to get a second bike. We use a bunch of different companies. If you're local, we use One Main for like subprime, but then we normally recommend that people get finance at the local credit union to get the best interest rate. 1 year ago, you get a black Royal Star Tour Deluxe, with very nice exhaust sound. You know what these? I do not remember. I almost cried when I saw it down. That was a nice looking dyno. I haven't tried to put electric start on my panhead. Man, you're way past me on that stuff. I think liability is the way to go. All I do is liability too. Thanks for the Hayabusa videos. It's my dream bike. Hayabusas are great bikes. The furries are fun. The Fury. They're fun bikes. You can get them pretty cheap. Good power. I need an Enduro 400 plus. We have it. We have the KTM. We got that KTM 525. It's a sweet, best Enduro out there. That Harley-Davidson did. I don't know if that makes any sense. When you test drive it, when will you test drive? I did test drive the FXD. Go back and look at my videos. I did a test drive like months ago. I was maybe one of the first people to test drive it, probably not, but it was pretty quick. As soon as I had the chance, I test drove it. Go back. I test drove that. Hard start when cold, Yosh exhaust, no power commander. Yeah, sometimes bikes, like the sport bikes that are modified, they are a little hard to start, when they're cold or warm. A power commander might solve that problem. I'm still on my beloved FC1, great bikes. I have a Bolt with 650 miles. Do you take trades? Looking to get it in. Yes, we take trades. Can you bring it to us when you trade it in? What is the secondary ID on the credit app? Just don't fill that out. Just don't even worry about that. Favorite dual sport? I mean, I like that. I do like that KTM. It's fun, but they're a little finicky. The FC07. There's a lot of dual sports I haven't ridden yet. Let's go with that. What up, Mike? Best sport bike for a 5'3" girl to start on. Any of the 250s or 300s are great. Yes, the O2 BMW, we just got a new battery in it, so I will be test driving it ASAP. Should I trade a Fat Boy in for an F6B? Ooh. We just got an F6B. Depending on what kind of riding you do, that F6B is an amazing touring bike. Still working on the gloves. I just told them what sizes I want for the gloves. And the whole process is taking a little longer than I thought, but I'm still hopeful that we're going to get these things in by the year. Someone said something I wanted to answer. Okay, yes, I love the F6B. We have a white one in 2016 Deluxe. I took it to the Poconos. I put about 6 hours on it this past weekend. Loved it. Great bike. With test drive policy, you need to at least have a driver's license. Real quick story on test driving. We had a guy, this is before I said he needed a driver's license, but we had a guy come up. He's like, oh yeah, I know how to ride a bike. He's like, can I test drive it? I'm like, okay. He sits on the bike, grabs the key, turns the key, and says it's not starting. And tried to turn it. He's like, this bike's not starting. At that point, I said, get off the bike. You don't know what you're doing. Yes, okay, I'll get that. I'll do a test drive on that BMW ASAP. You can put heated grips on probably anything. That should be a problem. The Rebel 500 is a good bike. Videos help me choose my first bike. Ooh, we have a really nice VTX 1300 right now. Might be getting it back. It's up to the detectives or file the leads. If I get it back, what security measures other than chaining it down? That's a tough one. You can't put it in a garage. Low jack. Consider low jack. You can chain it down, you can put it in the garage, but if you put low jack on it, then you can track it. That's a good security measure. Dinosaur is, where's Dinosaur? Where's Dinosaur? Hey, Dinosaur. You can stay right there, don't move. Alright, let's get some. What kind of bike should I get? Been riding a Honda Metro. Just get a good entry level bike. You need to go to an entry level bike. What do you think about Jarrett Campese's V4 build? Well, I think his evaluation of it is pretty ridiculous. You know, somehow it's a $70,000-$80,000 bike. Not sure how that happened. I watched a few of his videos, or parts of the videos. I think he did a pretty good job. I'm sure he spent a lot of money on it. He did a pretty good job with it. Does Srkcycles ever get Royal Enfield? Never. I've never seen a Royal Enfield, honestly. 83 is a pretty good starter bike. Second floor apartment. I'm looking into some GPSs. I had low jack on my car. Ooh, second floor apartment. That's a tough one. Did you guys get PC 800 in? Let me know. PC 800. That's the old. It's that old Honda. Is that right? What happens if someone drops, crashes, messes up the bike during a test drive? I get a lot of people asking that. It just seems like joyriders and cash in hand seems to pull off a lot of people. Yeah, if you're not serious, we can normally tell. Also, those people normally don't have licenses. Cars are easier to test drive. Yeah, you can definitely drop a bike. And sport bikes are different. There's some sport bikes I'm like, nah, dude, you're not test driving it. Young guys too, and if they're like, I'm gonna test drive the Valkyrie, I'm gonna test drive this, I'm gonna test drive this. At a certain point, it's like, hey man, you know what? Go read a magazine, go watch the test drive video. That's what they're for. You have no idea what you want. Lightweight cruiser, 750 or 900. I prefer the 900 Vulcans. We have both something in common. We both have been in your mom. That's super gay. My mom is dead. You are a monster. My mom's not dead though. My mom is very much alive. Are the handlebars on a Harley-Davidson Road King supposed to have some front and back play? A little bit. Not very much. There's bushings. You got the handlebars and the stems. The handlebar stems have bushings at the bottom of it. Sometimes they'll go bad, or they'll get loose. You can tighten them up a little bit, but maybe a little bit, but not very much. So the bigger they are, the more play they're gonna have because you have more leverage on them. But you can always just replace those bushings. I remember your story about the guy leaving in a helicopter. Oh, yeah, the guy from Blanks or Honda. Words of wisdom, thank you. No more dump trucks. You guys should have came to AIM Expo. What else we got? Geographic recognition, Bluetooth community. Yes. We use Cena, the Senna. We've got the 20S. Probably go with the 30S. It's just the newer one. But I love it. It lasts like 18 hours. Wait, are you the guys who did a single carb swap on a Yamaha Adventure? No, we are not those guys. We don't get into that stuff. I like the Vulcans. I like the green ones. Yeah, there's one guy that did a test drive of a CBR 1000 at the Honda dealership, and he left in a helicopter, which is crazy. You have by far the best reviews and walk around videos of any dealership ever. Yeah, we're trying. See, now we're trying to get past that. Not just the best reviews or test drives of any dealership. In 2019, I wanted to do the best test drives of anyone. That's kind of my goal. Dealership kind of set a low standard. Softail Deuce, what's a good price? 04, maybe 69, depending on the miles. The CV77 is still getting worked on. We have the engine completely out, the exhaust off, and the engine's getting rebuilt right now as we speak. Hopefully, Joe will be working on that motor right now at 9 o'clock. We're going to put it back on the road. That's the plan. I nearly bought an Indian tribute bike, Vulcan 800. The first time I saw one of the Indian tribute bikes, I thought it was an Indian, and then I thought it was a Kawasaki, and I thought it was a Kawasaki that someone made look like an Indian, and then I realized it was a Kawasaki manufactured to look like an Indian, and then I realized that Indian sued Kawasaki over that bike. Pretty interesting bike. I tried to buy one a couple months ago. No Spark. What's a good price for FC07? Cheap. They're just inexpensive bikes. I mean, the new ones are $6,500. So a 2-year-old one should be like $5 or $45. You know, I mean, it's always compared to the new ones. Which is better built, the CBR or the ZX10R? I'd say they're both very similar in quality. I wouldn't put the other one over the other one. I generally like the CBR. It's a little bit better. Guy has it for $900. Needs work. Oh, okay. No Spark. That's a pretty cheap bike then. That's a pretty good deal for that bike. I'm doing a great job answering all your questions. Rachel, what you up to? Rachel. All right. 01 Magnus 750. They made a 01 Magnus 750? I'm not even sure if that was James Draper. I'm live, buddy. James Draper the third. You know I'm live, James. I didn't know they made an 01 Magnus 750. The CBR is definitely more comfortable. CBRs are very comfortable. Glad Caleb's okay. That was close. It was very close. I wish he had a camera on. It's one of those things. We kind of made the choice just not to put cameras on non-stop. Stupid question. I think I already know the answer to it. CBR 600 or R3 for first sport bike. I've been riding dirt bikes my whole life. Just no experience on the road. You know, if you've been riding dirt bikes, you know, then just get the CBR. That's fine. Get a 600. Just take it easy. I mean, they're really fast bikes. Get it, take it easy, but you know the mechanics. You understand what a fast bike feels like from riding dirt, and just don't be stupid. I think if you got a 300, you just get real bored of it. And riding on the road, it's not. You just got to learn how to ride on the road, but you already know the mechanics, clutch, all that stuff. What's a good bike for a? This is for a beginner bike. If it's a beginner bike, Vulcan 900 or Kawasaki or the Yamaha V-Star 950 is a good bike for you. Appreciate all the answers, brother. Cool, man. What's up, John Kavar? Love dual side pipes on the Magna. They're cool. The Super Magna has quad pipes. What's the best all-around handling cruiser bike? Handling cruiser bike. You know, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, a lot of them handle pretty good. It's all about the rider, really. Anything with pegs is going to be better than most things with floorboards, just because you can, you know, get a little bit lower. SV650 or FC1? Well, the FC1 is way faster, 1,000,000 times faster. If that answers your question. SV650s are great, though. I did like that Rebel 500. You talking about the XR650? Or the CRF 650L? Because that looks like a fun bike. I'd probably get that. I would buy one, can't pass up the license test. I would buy one, but can't pass the license test. What do you mean, James? Don't you have your license? I know all bikes won't hold value forever. What would be your guess would hold better value, Harley or Indian? I think Indian is already not holding their value as well. I mean, they both take if you're buying new, everything's going to take a pretty big tank. Even the CVOs, even the rare stuff. Although, you know what? I think in the long term, the next couple of years, I would go with Indian. Because I think they're going to start raising their prices. And that's going to really change value of the used bikes. Yeah, me too. We don't know who was at fault yet. I mean, I know who was at fault, but they haven't showed us. Good bike for long-term rider. Must be fast and comfortable. FJ13. Good bike. Honda Goldwing. Honda F6B. Good bike. VRF 1200. Concourse. The Harley bike got damaged. Bad. My friend's okay. I go with that C109. I've only ever had one Vulcan 2000. I wasn't that impressed. Motorcycles, probably above both of them, I'd go to Stratoliner. Motorcycles, they require a lot of special tools to work on them. No, not really. You can do it yourself. What are your take on the Honda CTX or the 1300? I haven't really ridden the CTXs very much. It just feels kind of more like a scooter to me. Thanks, Scampy. Help me justifying buying a 2000 or newer Harley. What should be the cost of maintenance service? I don't really know. That'd be a better Harley-Davidson question. Best phone mount for CBR. The clip-ons. There's a pretty cool mount that goes in between the head stem bolt that you push in there, and then it can mount. I'm not sure what it's called though. Ram mount's a good mount. Rune all the way. Yeah, Bonneville T100, great starter bike for sure. I like the Gold Wings. Haven't ridden the KR. Well, I have ridden that bike. I know that bike. Well, no, I haven't ridden the K 1200 RS in a while. That's a pretty tough decision. I mean, the FJR is faster than all those bikes. The Gold Wing's most comfortable, and the BMW just pretty all-around good bike. You and Caleb are both good riders. I believe Caleb. I bet that guy did not have a good turn signal on. Greetings from Paraguay. Your bike reviews are all. Thank you. Hayabusa bucket list for me. That's a pretty cheap bucket list. Like, it's pretty attainable bucket list. No reason you couldn't do that. Are Harleys really $100 here? Nah, I don't think so. I think the reputation is worse than what it actually is. I mean, but when was the last time you took your Yamaha to a dealership and they were like, "Hey, go $15, it's fixed." You know what I mean? Everything costs $100. Anything. What? You go to the store to buy a soda. You go to Costco. Try to get out of Costco without $100. The Honda Blackbird's an amazing bike. I would actually check this out. I'm thinking about next time I get a Blackbird, I do a video series where I take the Blackbird and I ride it to the closest SR-71 Blackbird. Think about it. Like there's one like in the Smithsonian, like 3.5 hours away. How cool would that be? A video of Blackbird with the Blackbird. How's Ninja 400s are good bikes? Yeah, they're great on the highway. Would you be into doing a cafe kind of build? I don't know. I kind of think maybe the closest thing to a cafe build might be the CB77. It could be. Some of the Blackbird, please. I've had 3 or 5 Blackbirds. I've had a black one, a silver one, and a red one. I've not had the blue one. But they are super cool bikes. Alright. I'm going to take the next 5 questions. No more cafe bikes are needed in the... Yeah, I'm not trying to make cafe bikes out of things that aren't cafe bikes. Do you like Japanese bikes? I know Harleys have a good reputation. Cruiser. Jap bikes are for... I love Japanese bikes. I think Japanese bikes make amazing cruiser bikes and amazing sport bikes, and they do a lot of things very, very well. Some things better some things that they do better than Harley. Bikes in my personal garage right now is 2008 Harley-Davidson CVO Road King, 2007 GSXR 600 track bike, and a 04 CRF 250X. Hard to find the X. I'm not a huge fan. ABS doesn't do it for me. I don't need it. It's not a bad thing. Decked out my Road King Classic. Need to ride them. Cool, man. What do you think about the Indian Springfield Dark Horse? I think it's a cool bike. Very cool bike. Looks good. Indian Chieftain Motors. I like them. I like the Indian lineup. I think the Indian what's that called? What's that little one called? The Scout 60. Great looking bike. I think the Scout 60 is what the Sportster should be. Okay. Interesting. I'm missing a couple bikes in my collection though. I need a fast street bike. I need a naked bike. I need a couple more bikes in my collection. But keeping it slim. I'm trying to keep the inventory big. All right, guys. I'm out. GL. The 1500s were good bikes. People say they make a lot of heat, but I never really noticed it. Alright, guys. We'll do a test drive tomorrow. She never killed the Dynaline. I think they're going to bring it back. Just keep an eye out. I think they might.